Like, back live. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get some people some time to get in here. Cause I already know about like what the fuck just happened. Man, I gotta send all these invites out. Everybody's still commenting on the old show. The previous show. They got ended too early. Sade accidentally ended the show again. Okay, let me see. Alright. Hey, Miss Reynolds, you back? Sorry about that. Sade accidentally ended the show. Trying to get everybody back in here quick as possible. Send these links back out. Man, it take me a minute to set these shows up. So I ain't gonna do it like I normally do it. I'm just gonna go live and get to going, man. She about to pop back in. We was talking about debt slavery today. For some of y'all who didn't hear, debt slavery is the real deal out here. A lot of people don't even know we in debt slavery. Yeah, Doc, we back, man. We back, man. Sorry about that. Y'all was tuned in and it was just getting good and show just ended. I done had that happen plenty of times before though. Normally YouTube would do it. Definitely we get a little too spicy, they end our show ASAP. We back, E. Let me hear how you sound.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, you good. You clear. You clear. I'm sending this link back out to everybody because people hit me. What happened? Where y'all at? Where you on? So I'm just giving them time to get back in. Mama Reynolds ain't here. Dr. Kenny in here.
They
Shit.
in here already?
Yeah, yeah, they in here. We trying to get.
Awesome.
We talking about that slavery today.
Man, a subject we need to hear. We gotta hear that. Like hungry too.
Yeah, I gotta do all these joints again.
Hungry too.
Big
Cause
D.
bro,
Send
Big
D the
D.
link too. D looking like where you at, Mo? I got you. I'm about to send it to. Hey, everybody hitting me, man. What happened? What happened? What happened? God dang, hold on. Give me time. Give me time.
So I'm like the bad child.
Uh,
I'm like the bad child.
nah, nah. You ain't bad child. You just hard. You definitely don't follow directions. You was one of them kids. You
But
know.
you know what though? What I was gonna say?
Great
I
day.
forgot.
What's up, Louisa? We just starting the live over again, but we back. We gonna get it back.
That's
We had
cute.
some good people in here. We was up to like 25. Now we at 5. Yeah,
It's
damn.
coming. It's
Uh,
coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
we at 25. At least let 10 people get in here before we get back going. What you think
Okay.
about debt slavery, Louise? I shared a clip when he was breaking down, you know, what debt slavery was and how it really got started. A lot of the Jews out here, they was going to all different type of countries, and when they get to these countries, they start lending money out to these people, and then these people couldn't pay them back, would force them to be in debt. But every time they did that, they end up owning up everything in these places. So the king will round them all up and kick them out the country. So it just became a thing. Everywhere they went, they got kicked out for doing the same thing. And now I'm looking at America. I'm like, damn, this probably was their last stomping ground. And nobody kicked their ass out because we didn't have a king. We had Indian tribes and stuff here. And they probably was like, as long as we don't deal with it. But I don't know. I feel like America's in debt, debt slavery. Student loans, that's debt slavery. Car loans, that's debt slavery. Home loan, it's just so many things. Business loans, all this stuff is slavery. And back then, it was against the law to even give people loans with interest rate. You can give somebody a loan, but you couldn't give them a loan with interest rate. So you had a lot of churches out here giving people loans, but it was against the law and against their religion to even ask you for anything on top of that. Only get back what you gave. So I just wondering what happened for us to be where we at today. Like this is ridiculous to me. He said no way, free education, housing, health care, university stimulus checks. Damn.
Norway.
Yeah, yeah, we need that. Norway. I know some people from Norway. My girl Julie and Catherine, they twins out in New York. Norway, beautiful, but I don't see too many people out color down there. So I'm pretty sure that's why it's free. They rich. They like one of the richest places ever. You know, you go to Norway, everybody got the bag out there. There are no bad children, just misunderstood children. You hear that? Ain't no bad kids, Sade. That's from Louisa. Marty,
No bad kids. I agree. There's no bad kids out here.
you don't think so?
No.
Then you need to come to Southeast. You need
No,
to
I
just
don't
hang
think they're
around.
bad. No, there's no bad kids out here. They just got upset
Hey,
along the way and it wasn't
nah,
addressed.
nah, nah. They don't even, man. These kids only 7 years old. They ain't even there that long to even be talking about this. It's just some bad ass kids. They like being bad. Like I know kids that be like, I'm bad. You know,
No,
they misunderstood. I understood them completely. You bad, you get your ass whooped too. You know, but they definitely, could have been brought up a little different, watched something different. They
right.
programmed to act that way, but they
And they
still
mom,
bad. That don't make them not bad though.
they shouldn't say that. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be allowed to say that. Like
What they bad?
my grandma used to always tell me, don't stop telling that boy he bad. Don't keep telling that boy he bad because he gonna be bad.
Yeah, we could. I always, man. I don't know. I wasn't really a bad child, but I heard that a lot. My mother didn't like us say stupid. Like you can't call
Yeah,
nobody stupid or I hate you. Like I
I
man, you could say anything before I hate you. Like I'm talking about a cuss word. If my mother heard you say I hate you, I'm saying to one of my sons, stop. I hate you. Whooping ASAP. We don't use that word in this house. We don't
as
hate
she
that.
should.
Damn. I didn't understood that till I got older. It was like, but that's not a cuss word. That's worse than a cuss word in her eyes. Say,
It
dang. So
is.
do we got bad kids out here, or like Louisa said, they need more love and attention?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Look, Monty said, yes, there is bad kids, but usually behind every bad kid comes a bad parent, and in some cases, but in other cases, peer pressure makes them bad. And
Yes.
sometimes what they doing, they don't know it's bad. They think it's
Yes.
cool. It's
Right.
cool to do these things.
Right.
Like,
Like
like
it's so cool to cuss nowadays. It's so cool to cuss and like had the latest drug.
damn, yeah. What type of
I
drugs
got
they?
that. I got that. Hey, I got that. No, I got this. I got that mixed with this.
Mm-hmm. This and that. This
I
and
got
that.
that Glock. I got the one with the nose on it or the guns. It's cool.
Yeah, we gotta change a lot of things, man. Oh, they done removed the clip I just shared. That's crazy. Well, it's cool. I just know now why there's a lot of dudes out here, man, that just be doing some weird stuff, and they be getting into the. Well, you got these Charleston whites out here. There's no profit in allowing people to just pay back what is on. Interest make the loan. Sharks wealthy. Exactly, it ain't, and that's the thing. A lot of people look for interest, but that's a jewel thing. Back in the day, they said that whatever you gave somebody, that's what you give back in return. And I think of that when you loan money from your friends, like, man, I need to borrow $500. Imagine when your friends say, "Oh, I got 500 for you to help you pay your rent and shit, but I'm gonna need 700 back." That's fucked up. You'll feel some type of way. Damn, what type of friend is you? Is this? But if it come from a bank or something, like, well, it's understandable because they don't love you. They want you being debt. They hope you don't pay it, and it ain't profitable for them, But at
Cause
the
you
end of
think,
the day,
cause you think it's a part of the process, right?
yeah, yeah,
But it's
it's
terrible. But
business.
it's that slavery.
Yeah, I think it's that slavery. Some people feel like it's just business, and it makes sense both ways. But at the end of the day, American is in debt. So it's just like, is it business? When we ever gonna start winning if it's business? Why we always on the short end of the pool stick, man? I don't get it. I only misunderstood children become products of their environment, bad or good. I don't know. Like, what is a
Yeah.
misunderstood child? Like, what is a misunderstood child? Because I don't really know what's a misunderstood child. Because it's like anything you say about this, they can just say, "Oh, you misunderstood me." If that's the case, like it's just like what is misunderstood, like you just don't understand what this person might be going through or what he might be thinking. But if it's your child, you should know. So I'm just like, what is they misunderstand? What's their child really interested in? Because it is some parents force their kids to do certain things that they may not like. That I don't really know. Like, or
Huh.
they trying to ask out for help but don't know how. But these your
Hmm.
parents. I don't really know. I don't know. I would hate for my daughter to say I was misunderstood 10 years from now, and I'd be like, "The fuck you mean?" Like I talk to you, your mom's talk to you. We make sure you got everything you need. If you need anything or talk about anything, we here for you. So it's just like, but she can literally say, "Oh, if she do anything wrong," somebody be like, "Oh, well, she probably was misunderstood." I'm with the peer pressure thing. Like these kids, they do what their friends do. I teach my children right from wrong. I talk to them every day about choices, consequences. I hug them and tell them I love them several times a day. Yet they might still go out, still act out at school sometimes. Their misbehavior is usually prompted by those around them and them trying to follow the leader. That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah, that could be misunderstood. Like if you have a child in a bad environment and it's a whole rack of guns, drugs, or people, smoking and trying to influence them, that can lead them the wrong way. I would say misunderstood. Like if you have a mom that do a lot for her child or pick up her child all the time, and they can start saying the child is spoiled,
dang.
and it can be misunderstood for love. I mean, some moms can do too much. I've gone too far sometimes, but it was a misunderstanding for I love on my baby. I
Yeah,
do above and beyond for what they need. I want to give them the childhood that I never had. It wasn't um it was a misunderstanding. It wasn't that I was trying to enable them, but it could be a misunderstanding. So for that baby spoil you, and he not going to do nothing or be nothing because of the misunderstanding.
yeah, you're right about that, man. These kids, they get caught up in these situations, man. A lot of them grow up, end up joining gangs or doing things with buddies that they shouldn't do, and they end up like niggas like him. Like I'm just like, dang, I be nervous for kids. They get in a situation they feel like they got to snitch on a friend, and then I want y'all to look at the numbers that they paying informants. Informants getting $85,000 a year. Like this is ridiculous to me. 7 grand a month. And this is in Nevada. So a lot of people like, yeah, that's in Nevada though. I don't live in Nevada. Okay, let me show y'all what the hell else they paying. Connecticut, 84 grand a year. Minnesota, 84 grand. Washington, 83.
I'm
Like they
applying.
paying that bread, man.
I'm
And it's
applying.
sad.
I'm
Oh yeah.
applying.
Oh, she applying, she out of here, y'all. Yeah, yeah, we ain't dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Money would make people do a lot of things, man. And you got people out here that probably in that lifestyle because they gotta be. The situation that the cause they was dealt. A lot of people just don't understand. Some people gonna always sell drugs as long as they pushing it out here. But we blame the kids that's on the corner instead of the people who dropped it off there. We always get fooled with what they show us on TV instead of finding out like, hold up, how did they bake this cake? It's easy to see somebody with a cake and all the toppings on it and everything and look good. But me, I be wanting to know who created this. The shot they baked this cake. Yeah, that's cool with me if you did, but at least I can know, like, okay, how did you do it? At the end of the day, people don't care how people do anything these days. They just grab and go. They don't care about their food these days. So I just look at it with this. When it come to drugs and stuff, and boys out there selling drugs and they got the codeine, they out the lane. Yeah, I hate it, and the rappers encouraging them to do it more, but I still blame the people who put it out there. These doctors giving these kids these codeine bottles. Ain't no way niggas out here selling bottles of codeine. They can't just grab it. So it's doctors that's prescribing them Percocets, knowing that ain't shit wrong with them. No, I got shot one time in my leg 3 years ago, so they still preserving them Percocets. These doctors are the drug dealers, but what y'all getting confused is when they write it off to them, they selling it. They get some money for that, and then they go out and they sell it. So they know, okay, as long as I get this nigga these drugs, and he's selling more pop him, he don't care long as he keep coming back and he make money. So a lot of people overlook at the people who actually put these kids in these situations, man. We just gotta be careful, man. They got kids 80 something grand a year. I see you, Sade. Sade said she good. 85 grand a year, man. We
That's
got
crazy.
you.
I
We
didn't
gonna
even know this was a thing. That's crazy. I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know this was a job. It's crazy because you it's black on black crime. You making people go against each other. Hey, it was the saddest thing in the world when I went to court with my cousin. Cause I'm telling you, his best friend, he was either gonna point him out or he's gonna go to jail for life too. It was
Damn.
so sad. It was the saddest day in the world. You know, that man had to sit up there, he had to point. And when he point, I'm telling you, after the court date, we've never seen him again in our life. Like I mean, not that he was looking, I'm just saying. We never see him again in our life. Like he just disappeared from Palmer Palm.
Yeah, they had to find him a safe haven, you know. I
But
just do
but I'm just saying, you know, what I say, do what you do by yourself. Like, don't kill somebody with me. Don't even call me and tell me about you killing somebody or you doing anything because you are subjecting yourself to somebody holding a secret. Like I remember when I was younger, we couldn't even host, you know, you would tell somebody something. By the time you walk away, like, oh, you know, everybody knew, like, by
hmm
yourself.
I ain't messing with it. I done lost friends. I done had friends arrested for those things. I just say, man, you just stay away from that shit. You know, like just stay away from it. You don't get caught up in it, then you ain't got to worry about it. But most of these kids, they not snitching just to snitch. They snitching to get off. You know, they both
Right.
get caught, and then it's the first one who tell get the less time or no time at all. You know, so that's what they get into. They do all this rough raw shit outside, but they scared to go to jail. You
But
know,
look what they saying about the famous guy that just got out with Young Thug. Pusha, what's his name?
yeah, I forgot one of them. He supposed to be had or something.
Yeah, but you know, they was just I mean, he didn't want to be in jail.
Yeah, but still,
He
that's the
got
lifestyle
released.
you
He released
chose.
now.
He said children who are unable to fully express themselves without fear of what their parents or guardians may say or do to them, they may act out because become loud and obvious and start gang banging.
And
Sometimes
sometimes.
children have to take over adult responsibilities at home and become bullies or become social awkward. These can be examples of misunderstood children. Okay.
100%. I'm saying hit the nail on it,
Yeah, I like
and
that.
that's another. I love that, and that's another reason too to piggyback off that why I love to give my children allowance.
Yeah, so I just be like, it's a lot of kids out here. I know definitely. I had a couple of 'em that they parents constantly try to keep them out the streets. They knew what they was doing, you know, and it seemed like that's what they wanted to do. So it's just like they was misunderstood, you know, but at the same time, they parents was trying to keep them from falling into that lifestyle. And she understood
Damn.
her son wanted to be a gangster. He wanted to do this, but she was not trying to allow that, and he still got locked up for murder. You know, he's still doing 30 years.
Ah!
Yeah, but it's at the end of the day, he had one of the best mothers I can ever think of, you know, and she constantly stayed on him over and over. It don't matter what he did. She like, nope. She'd pick him up. If we outside just hanging, she'd pull up. Come in this car. I told you no. You know what time it is. Make sure she call him. Get in the house. He just wanted to be out with the boys. Everybody else, our parents gave us more leeway. You
Mm.
know, wouldn't say like our parents didn't care. They just feel comfortable with us being around our neighborhood at certain hours. He from another neighborhood coming around our neighborhood. So when your neighborhood got a bad reputation and they parents here, oh, you around there with kids from around there, the first thing they think is like, nah, you can't be hanging around there. But I just always am mad, like she made sure he had everything he needed, and he still like he just wanted to live the lifestyle because he was influenced by his peers around him. So it's like parents can really do a lot, man. They can really do a lot, and these kids will join these gangs and stuff based off their friends. I played basketball because my friend played at the time. I ain't played because I wanted to play. He was like, I was only like 10 years old and went to number 11, and then he was like, "You want to play?" I was like, "Yeah, I play," and that was the only reason. So your friends can encourage. I don't know what the hell that is, Sade. It's like some static or some shit. But yeah, your friends can encourage you to do wrong and they can encourage you to do right. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I had some bad ass friends, you know, but at the same time I had a couple of good ones and I was the friend that always try to encourage us to do something different. You know, like let's do this, let's do that. I could have easily been the opposite, and I think they would have followed. You know, and I really do. So I just do really blame it on the peers. And at the end of the day, what they doing in their homes? Why these kids able to do some of the things that they allowed them to do? I never understood that. It's kids out here getting away with things I'm talking about. I never even heard of. They stealing cars at 12. Even when they come home, they right back outside. And I ain't saying like on TV. I'm saying like people I know for sure around the neighborhood. Like, oh, he did this, he did that. You need to talk to him. Then I talk to him, and a day or two later, moms let them do the same thing. These kids really become grown, and they start to take care of the bills, like Dr. P said. They start helping out in the house, and when moms or pops see that money coming in, they like, man, it really helping us right now. Like, as much as we might not want him to do this and do that, we need that money, and that's why I think that slavery is serious, y'all. Because I think if we ain't had to worry about a lot of these things that we mostly worry about is rent, mortgage, car notes. What else, y'all? Anything dealing with is mostly loans, and you got to pay it back. College loans. I think we'd be good. I think life would be a lot better, if we didn't have to worry about so much finances. And I can be wrong about that, but I think money ruled it really ruined the world. Like, if it wasn't for money, I think life on earth be a whole lot better. People love money, man. Like, people really fell in love with money, and it's sad that you got people out here saying sayings like "money move the world," dollar dollar bill. Like, that's true, but you gotta understand, man created money. So if money rule the world, man rule the world, and who the man that's printing the money? We just shared a clip. If y'all missed it, how they broke down who was out here printing the money and loaning it out. How can you loan me something that have no value? That's what people not understanding. They're not saying give me 10 apples and I bring you back 14. I can live with that. They giving you paper and they just saying like, look, with this paper you can do this now. It's magic. And a lot of people get on people talking about witchcraft, voodoo, all this shit. Y'all all practicing it. Every time y'all wait, good morning, y'all practicing it. Everything is witchcraft. A lot of things y'all say, y'all at the week end of the day, at the week end of the week, like y'all weak. It's the same word. You just using it differently, but they don't care how you use it as long as you say the word, as long as you saying you weak. That's why a lot of people understand when they say you need to be grounded. Like, we really need to be grounded. They put all this cement and stuff out here that's hurting us. Like, we really supposed to have our foot on the grass, on the soil. That's what charges up. And you can look it up. They put these things in the ground too. They're called land charges. Like, they can find out like if this like negative or positive. Like, they only build like the White House on positive landlines. All the negative landlines that draw bad energy, that's where the hood's at. And I ain't believing that yet, bro. Like, why would they do something like that? But it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, y'all look more into it, y'all understand, more what I'm talking about. But y'all
That's
niggas,
why they don't. That's why we don't have bad kids. It's them landlines.
man, it's a lot. It's a lot to do with it.
Dang, that sucks.
Damn. Damn, Dr. P. What you was trying to be, a space cadet?
No, me too. I just
You
ain't want to say it. I
trying
was
to be
gonna
an
say if I could have.
ostrich? What you trying to be, man? 200 grand?
Yeah, I
God.
was
And I felt bad about, man. I was at like 80 something, and I felt like I was like the most ever. 200,
120.
you'll never get it. You'll never get it. Yeah, them people.
120.
Thank you, Trump. I know a lot of y'all hate Trump, but Trump got rid of my student debt when he got in office. Yeah, I made sure I did everything he said you needed to do to get rid of it, and I got rid of it.
Dang,
So,
I missed it.
oh, it might be still up there. I mean, Joe Biden probably put something up there next. All these
The
presidents
days
gonna
on
do something to get us.
they. Okay,
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
look.
I'm tripping. She's a doctor. Yeah, that cost. Yeah, that's about right. A quarter million for that piece of paper. That's crazy. Cause I'm like, the doctors before they was hospitals. How did they become doctors? A lot of people don't know. Every family had doctors in the family. We ain't had to go to Greater Southeast, UMC, whatever they want to call it now, Howard University, whatever hospital y'all like, GW. We had a doctor in the family, but now we send these our doctors from our family to these schools and they train them and program them how they want them to do things. Because we used to use a lot of like home remedies, like we ain't used to use all these drugs and shit that they using, but now they teach our kids that these what these drugs for and they help this, so they encourage us to do it. But before then, nah, we use all natural things. Everything came from the earth. Our doctors took everything from the earth, and most of these doctors was in your family. And before they died, they trained 2 to 3 of them to train the next one. They went on and went on. And what they did was they tricked us to thinking they know more about our body than us. So I just be trying, and then you got real doctors come out when they learn more about it and they want to teach people, they get shut down, they get banned, they get slain off YouTube. It was real doctors coming out here saying you shouldn't take the jab. It caused this, it caused that. That went to school for 8 years, probably got $200,000 of debt and all that, but they don't know what they talking about. Fauci do, he ain't go to school. Bill Gates do, he ain't go to school. I'm like, well, how people so easily fooled? LeBron James ain't go to school. He went to high school and straight to the NBA. But you heard what LeBron James said? Yeah, if it ain't talking about basketball, why I give a fuck? If it ain't talking about giving back to the black community, I'm cool with all that. But when it comes to politics and health and all this, I'm not listening to an athlete. I'm not listening to a rapper. Like they really figure, oh, you see what Jay-Z said? Who cares? I don't care what none of the rappers say. I care what the doctors say. You'll never go in the doctor's office and be like, hold on, let me see. And let me think what Kim Kardashian would want me doing this situation. He said, like, that just be so mind-boggling that they care what these athletes take or do. They just gonna do what they doctor tell them to do. So if you got a doctor and they telling you like this might not be good, you need to look more into this. You need to look into it. That's just my thoughts on it. You got some comments. Say honestly, I've been in school since 1990. Ooh.
Yay, good student.
I was born. I was here.
Good
2 years
student.
after I was born. 2 years after. Damn. Hey, Louisa, it's bad, man. I'm just saying we got to get out of this mindset and this debt slavery, man. I think we in debt slavery, mental slavery. It's just no longer physical. It's no longer physical. And I know a lot of people are like, young, why, how this even came up? I know a few of y'all was in here when I shared the video, but I just think it's only fair if I play it for some of them who probably missed it. Because he said a lot of good things down, basically how the Jews and stuff was getting kicked out other countries for doing the same shit they doing here in America. So I'm like, why we won't kick these people out?
Yeah, we need to hear that.
Why we won't kick them out? These people already was buying up other countries, already had everybody in debt, and the king still was like, we don't care, y'all own everything damn near. We still gonna kick y'all out. This is our country. Y'all ain't from here, and they just go to the next one. I just think they found the right one. They've been here for a long time ever since. So I only need these degrees to get in places. Experience will allow me in. You right. You need
that's
that.
That's how it was for me. Yeah.
You need that paper. I'm gonna play this clip for some of y'all who probably weren't in here when we first brought it up. This was I'm telling y'all, he's saying some real stuff.
Usury. Any interest rate is called usury. Usury is illegal. So in Christian nations, lending money for an interest rate was illegal. So because it was illegal for the Christians, who did the lending? The Jews. So there was Christians who could lend for 0% or didn't lend at all. And then these people called the Jews would come over and start lending money. They would start charging money. And in a couple generations, guess what would happen to the economy? The Jews owned everything. And then guess what the king did? Rounded them up and threw them out of the country. Then they go to the next country, and what would they do? Same thing. And what would that king do? Round them up, kick them out of the country. This went on for thousands of years. This is why the Jews in history have had no country, because the king would they would say no usury, no money lending, and they would start the money lending. They would start the central bank to compete with the king. The king would kick them out. They go to the next country, do it again. So this has happened over and over and over again, because this quote right here from Napoleon, he would show the compound interest tables, and he said in a very short amount of time, compound interest would eat up every piece of property in France. In fact, I'm going to show you how powerful compound interest is. It's a very scary thing. And there's a reason why it was illegal. Illegal in the Christian nations and the Christian philosophy, because it would literally enslave people. Guys, the interest on credit cards enslave people today. Does student loans enslave people today? We no longer have forced slavery. We have debt slavery now. It is no longer forced slavery. There's not a massa with a whip whipping you anymore to pick cotton or something like that, or build wallets or whatever you're doing, build boats, all sorts of slavery. We now have debt slavery, where somebody prints money and you now have to pay the money back plus interest. Okay, so Pareto's principle. In Italy, an economist named Pareto noticed that 80% of the land was owned by 20% of the families. The start of modern banking was in Italy. You had the Jewish population there, and they would exchange gold for notes. And in Italy, you had the Pareto principle, where 80% of the land was owned by 20% of the people. Who's heard of the 80-20 rule before? That's from Italy. And I want you to write this formula down. Time times compound interest equals power. And today, when you guys are investing in your game, we're going to be doing 30 years of investing over 3 days. So you got lots of time, and you have compounding numbers. So when you compound numbers over time, that becomes extremely powerful. Usury. Any interest rate is called usury. Usury is illegal. So in Christian nations, lending money for an interest rate was illegal. So because it was illegal for the Christians, who did the lending? The Jews. So there was Christians who could lend for
Hopefully that helped a little bit on y'all for what I was talking about, man. But I believe when debt slavery, it's a little breakdown on how I believe it got started. You know, it's the Jews, and they still here. And whenever somebody come out and speak against them, they get muted. So I ain't got a big enough following to get muted or assassinated. I hope not. But I'm always speaking on what I feel is true. They are taking money from the countries. Yeah, but money's fake. That's a true statement. That is slavery, because as long as we owe, we always be a slave to somebody. Exactly. You ain't never hear the same when people always say, man, as long as you owe me, as long as I owe you, you'll never go broke. So as long as we owe these people, they'll never go broke. As long as we owe China, they'll never go broke. And everybody keep wondering why these certain people in our countries, even when we go into war with them, like how can we be at war or going to war with China and we still got curry outs on every other block? Like, how do that make sense? How we went to war with Iraq and 7-Eleven was filling these niggas everywhere you went. All the tobacco stores is done. They really doing deals. I really believe is that they can come in our country and make money and get rich because we owe them that. We can't pay them all that we owe them in debt. So we just say, look, y'all can come set up shop. That's why it's a Chinatown in every damn state there is. Everywhere you go is a Chinatown. I thought DC was the only Chinatown until I started traveling. Like, hey, we can go down Chinatown, downtown. I like a Chinatown everywhere. That's basically like having a base wherever you go. Like, yeah, we can go down Chinatown. I was like, man, this America is, man, we full of bullshit, but we can easily get around a lot of things because a lot of people ain't that sharp these days. I ain't think that when I was younger. I just, now that I'm older, I'm just like, nah, it's a lot of grown adults out here that just don't see certain things. And ain't no sugarcoating it. Some people that need to, you know, you need to open their eyes to it. It ain't nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of things I was blind to now, and I be looking like, wow, I can't believe I didn't at all. What's up, Shade? You back with us? What I think about interest on student loans is each day you owe the debt, interest rate is added on daily. This is why it's so hard to pay them back. Exactly. Then they call you nonstop.
Daily.
You have a job. Were you working there? I be like, no, I'm not working. I'm not paying y'all more at all, ever. I was for real.
More, your school not gonna go up.
Man, I ain't got no debt no more, so my score is jumping now.
Oh, that's good. So you been paying people. Hey, that man said we not trying to clean it up. He said we not trying to get you out of debt. He said we trying to promote debt slavery. That was wild.
And he promoting it, man. They getting it done. It was another thing. Your boy was going 8. Man, I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all know my man. What's the comedian dude, man? He be going Corey Hogan.
Hey,
he had 2 Chinatowns. Damn. So they got 2 Chinatowns in Houston. H-Town. That's ridiculous to me. They shouldn't have it like that.
I gotta go see Corey. He's everything.
Yeah,
Best
Corey
comedian.
Hogan. Yeah,
Best
I know.
comedians.
He
But
keep
we
it
just gotta
too.
everybody gotta get their business popping. Everybody on here got a business. Everybody got a hobby, a talent, a skill that you can make profit off of, and just try to get that cash flow in so we don't have to do these loans. But I'm wondering, how can we go around it? How can we not need the banks? How can we not need the mortgages? How can we not need the the car notes? I mean the car loans. How can we not?
They gonna need another and get rid of my man Corey Hogan video. I'm telling you, he going in. I don't even want to say what he going in about to. I pulled it up. Man, I
I
couldn't
gotta
believe
see
it
it.
because there's the stuff that I be on, but I was shocked that it was coming from him. I'm like, wow, Corey, you going there? I find it eventually. It come up, but until then, anybody that worked through the pandemic, anybody on here that's in the comments that worked throughout the whole pandemic, I just want to know because they got like this thing going out now, so they giving checks out to everybody who worked during the pandemic. Americans who worked during the pandemic. I think they
I
get up
work.
like 70 some
How,
thousand.
how do they
You
get
say
it?
what now?
Americans who
How do
worked
they
through
get it?
pandemic are being paid up to $26,000 by qualifying for employee retention credit. If you worked during the pandemic, swipe left now to see if you qualify and get paid today. Americans who worked through
Yeah,
pandemic are being paid up to
No, that's a
$26.
$26,000
scam.
by qualifying for employee retention.
I don't know, man. Who sent it to me? He know me don't be on no scam and shit. He already got his money, so I don't know. I just thought I should share it. You ain't gotta do it. Think it's a scam, don't do it. You know, at the end of the day, it's free money. So I encourage people who actually work through the pandemic to try to get that money. If you don't get it, what's gonna hurt you? They gonna scam you out of $26,000 that you ain't got. My husband, son, and sister did. Dang, that's some bread right there. Yeah, that's like what 7,800, yeah, 78,000. They teaching our community to start our own bank. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. That's why mine's so high. I have as long as I stay in school. Yeah, that's why people always stay in school. Yeah, you be wondering why these people go to school so long. Cause they ain't trying to be paying all that money. Like that's crazy. The only way to live off the grid, we have to stop trying to live up to these social norms. The price will drop and everything. Thank you, Louisa. Back in the day, whenever they protested or something, they just not catch the bus, not catch the bus. If these people can stick their ground and say, "No, what, we're not gonna catch the bus today," and even they was like, "Man, this money is hurting us." Just black people not getting on the metro, punish their pockets. So I'm like, imagine what we do today. Like Metro make millions of dollars, damn near every day or every other day. Like I don't know how much they making, but I know it's a ridiculous number that they can pay dudes salaries up to almost 60 to 100K. But we just chose not to catch the bus or train for at least a day or two till we demand change, then things have changed. If people dirty said, you know what, none of us paying rent. It can't be one nigga. We can't be at that one. If it take a group, if a whole high-rise building said, ain't none of us paying rent today unless y'all go down on the rent. The rent 1,000, we wanted at 700. If everybody in that high-rise do that, you think they're gonna be able to kick the whole high-rise out? No, it's just always them people that be like, "Well, I got my bread. That's on them." You know, as long as they straight, they ain't worrying about the next person. I understand. If we can get the bills down for them, that'll be good for them. It'd be even better for you. But it's each his own. It's each his own today. Say we have the power, but we keep surrendering our power to the government. Why people believe in the government so much? You believe in the government, Sade? I really don't at all. But people really believe in it. They vote and do all that. When I say you believe in it, that means you go vote. So if you go vote, you believe in the government. I don't understand the people that be like, I don't believe in the government, and I know the government ain't shit for us and this and this. But I go vote. No, if you go vote, then you believe that they can make something change. You believe in it. I don't care what you say. It's something in your mind to be like, if I vote though, something might change, or you really think that, oh, if I don't vote, I'm gonna be the reason why this person got in, and they gonna be. I'm like, nah. At the end of the day, just it's games to me. It's acting. But would you depend on the government, Sade? Oh, I know I wasn't tripping because your lips moving, but we can't hear nothing you saying. You probably got to pop out and come back in. Said they had just rent. I know she was trying to say something. I just thought she had her mic muted. I was really trying to find, man, Corey Hogan going in on Beyonce and all of them. It's like ridiculous. Like, I'm talking about going in. He's saying, y'all know she was on Epstein Island, all that with Jay-Z. Oh, I'm like, wow. Like, I know, people in that community, we talked about it a lot. But to hear him say it, I was like, is he serious? Corey, boy, you gotta be careful, man. After speaking out like that, man, that's all I'm saying. You gotta be careful. Because these people will come after you real quick. You say one or two things they don't like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But I'm definitely gonna find it. Come on, man. I swear I saved it, man. This joint they might remove it the whole time. But for some reason, I swear I saved it. Are you back, Sade?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm dead. You sound like R2. You sound like R2 or Star Wars or something. Yeah, I don't know. Close out the other apps you got open. It'd probably be that. But I'm definitely about to put up that Corey Hogan joint because he going in. I ain't gonna play the whole thing though, because y'all know how they do me. They're trying any way to try to get me out of there. Corey Hogan with Beyonce. Look, so when I typed in Beyonce, that joint popped up. Damn. I think I found it, y'all. Oh my goodness, nigga. This nigga was going in, y'all. I'm telling you, I already found it. Louisa is here. I'm gonna play a short of it. I ain't gonna play too much of it because y'all know how YouTube be hating. Who channel is this? This Corey channel, Cooking with Frank. Shout out Cooking with Frank. He owned the rights to this clip. I do not own the right to this clip, but I'm definitely about to play it.
Every month. Everybody going to see Beyonce, but let me tell you something. I think it is highly offensive for people who are smart enough to really know what's happening. Look,
Us.
y'all talk all that shit about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was killing kids.
Yeah, you heard.
Beyonce was on Pedo Island. Beyonce and the camel.
Yeah. They said she was in there like,
Right.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing and look kids. If you like it, put your mouth
This
on
dude
it.
is sick, man.
This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on Pedo Island. It's like people want to dismiss it. That's why you can't tell me nothing about what the media say about nobody.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the media is going to make a bad guy out of whoever they want to be the bad guy.
Exactly.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are linked to Pedo Island. What? Huh? No, you ain't got nothing to say, do you? But R. Kelly, the bad guy. R. Kelly was just having sex with the shouties.
Oh
No,
my
I agree
God,
with
wait a
that.
second.
Beyonce
You did
them
not-
was killing them after they
He
hit
was
the
did
killing
women.
them when they
say
got
just.
through with him.
I'm saying.
Oh my
You
God.
did, I know.
Oh my God.
This
I'm
nigga
saying. The
cutthroat,
man
yeah.
You
was
down with
just
that,
Cutthroat.
Marcus?
Yeah, they already start cutting me off. That's cool. But y'all get what Corey was saying. Like, for y'all who didn't know, she was linked in to Epstein Island. A lot of people don't know what pedophile island. They talking about Epstein. When he got locked up, he had a list, a log list, everybody who flew over there that goes visit him. And her name, Jay-Z, and a lot of other celebrities that y'all love so much and y'all praise was on that goddamn list. And that's why Epstein for what I think went missing. You know, like I don't think he died in the jail. They got rid of that. He had too much dirt on these people, on everybody. All the people that we look up to and all that, they all was on that island. You know, and it, from what people been saying that been there, that this somewhere that they rape kids and do all these things and sacrifice them to these fake gods that they believe in. I don't know how true it is, but to hear Corey Hogan said, you know, I'm just like, damn, you know, he's starting to catch on some of these things too, and he got to be careful by speaking out on this, you know. But he feel like yeah, I think he had enough. He like, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. What's your thoughts after hearing him bash out Beyonce?
Hey, I want to know, has Beyonce, anybody from her team or Jay-Z reached out to him yet? Like I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it.
Oh, and ain't nothing they can do. They know Corey
I
don't
mean,
care. He got no filter.
but I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. R. Kelly sitting there by himself. That's not fair. Like, and then that's where they come in with that snitch thing. Like, if that's the case, then he's an OG. Cause it's no way everybody was over there with me, and I'm the only one in here. And like,
Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
okay,
It ain't that R. Kelly was over there with him. He was saying that R. Kelly was arrested for having sex with kids
right.
underage, even though they parents knew he had deals with them, and these kids was able to at least go home and continue to live life over there. He's like, these motherfuckers ain't being punished for doing the same thing but killing the kids. These
That's
kids
what I'm
don't even
saying.
get to leave out. That's what he's saying.
It's not fair. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's not fair.
Kelly
Somebody
wasn't over there though.
They need to. Well, I apologize about that false information, but I think they need to pursue that. And I ain't saying Beyonce and Jay-Z need to go to jail. I ain't saying be no snitch, but that needs to be brought to light. What happened? What's going on? Killing? Because he shocked me. I don't know, but when you knowledgeable, you can't just sweep stuff like that under the rug. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all kids yourself.
Yes, kids, man. This is the last thing for the day. You know, we probably been off at 2. We went a little longer, man, due to the hiccup
Everybody
earlier.
messed up. I
Yeah,
messed up
man.
everything.
It's cool. It's cool. But y'all be careful out here. They got a lot of weird shit going on. They got UFOs. They got balloons. Y'all already know World War III is not working. So now they got this bird flu. You know, we got to be careful with this bird flu. It's killing over like 50% of humans who catch it now. I don't know. Had the bird flu. I'm just telling y'all, be careful with the chicken and stuff they got out here because ain't nothing safe these days. And that's the only way these other cases that came across the bird flu got it, I believe, was through the food they was eating. But that was in a whole nother country. It wasn't in America. But at the same time, y'all know once it starts somewhere else, like they started in China with COVID, it somehow found its way over here. I don't understand that, man. If somebody having an outbreak in a certain country, no flights from that country coming to America. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Okay.
Come here. That's it. Like until y'all fix out that problem, you can't come here. That's like letting somebody in your house that got the flu. Like, bro, you can come over here when you're not sick no more, but I'm not gonna just allow you over here to get the rest of us sick. Like
And people were serious about that during COVID.
Yeah, they was damn serious. Man. You gotta be careful, man, because I don't know what they got going on these days, man. Humans who catch it, they like why they even put stuff about kill more than 50% of the humans who catch it. I'm just like, if it was like 2 people who caught it or 3 people who caught it and 2 of them died, yeah, it's more than 50 right now. But that don't mean that's the count. I just be like, I don't know, man. But this stuff been detected since 1997. That's what we gotta understand. The bird flu had 900 cases in 1997. Like it's a lot of stuff that they already been having out here. They just rename a lot of these things too. I think even these viruses that come out, it's the same thing. They just renaming it. They give it a new name. People ain't gonna know it's the same thing, but all of them got the same type symptoms. Nobody ever put that together. Like, how is this different from the flu when it's flu-like symptoms? You know, it just don't make sense to me. Like, if it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, what is it, y'all? It's a goddamn duck. But for some reason, we like, it's a whole new variant. Like, this is a duck 5300. Like, no, it's the same thing, man. They just
That's a pretty duck.
How do we control it? Yeah, that's the thing. They talking about if it's in the air. I don't know because they spray chemtrails over us every day. So I don't know how they can
No.
control it, you know, but put a mask on, that's what they be trying to say. But I don't think it's nothing we can mostly do but keep our immune strong. Like you gotta keep your immune strong, make sure you do all the vitamins, work out when you can, and try not to eat too much of the bullshit they get out here. That's what's breaking our body down and allowing these viruses to get in and start beating us up. So it's a lot of things they don't tell us about the body, that we should know. Look, Doc, you say ain't nothing new under the sun. It definitely not, and they gonna keep it going. It's just like they don't do nothing new. It's just like even the movies, the songs, the dance, everything just get recycled, and they do it over and over again. And we think it's new. The whole time's the same thing over and over. They got a book, a timeline on what's gonna happen 10 years from now and already, 20 years from now, 50 years from now. 100 years ago, they already knew this jab and stuff was coming out in 2021. Like, so they plan ahead. See, we be thinking like, oh, you plan ahead for like a year or two, 5 years. No, these motherfuckers plan 50 to 100 years from now. They plan for their great grandkids. That's what we got. I don't know if they living longer than us, because they might be. They got us thinking that we only can live, a certain amount of lifespan and 90, 80, but you read books, people's living to like 300, 500. So they just come up with stories where the days were shorter. Like, why the fuck the days were shorter? Like, we'll just believe anything they saying, but the whole time we don't know if the food from the birth, the vaccines from birth they giving us is causing our lifespan to be shorter. We don't know that. That's why I like for us to be at least have a few babies out here that's non-vaccinated. I'm talking about from birth, because I done met a few that said they never had a vaccine before and they still healthy. They was one of the smartest people, not only in their class but in their school. Most of them got skipped. It just seemed like they was doing a lot better than most of us at an early age. They caught on fast at an early age. Now I don't know. That's just me. I just feel like at one point the body didn't have all these drugs and vaccines. So how did we get here? How did our grandparents and them make it this far to get us here? So I think deep though. I think too deep sometimes. They say no, these plans are passed down from generation to generation. That could be the case too. But plans change. People change in generation. That's the only thing I be thinking. Like the technology and stuff didn't exist 100 years from now. I mean, from back then. So if they already had a plan for this to come out, like they still had the technology back then, dude. If we getting old technology, that's what I want to know. Because they always say the army 30 years advanced than us. Every time we get something, they already had it. So it's just like, okay, then who gave it to them? The people who gave it to them, is they way more advanced? Is they already on the iPad or iPhone 45? Just like, because Bill Gates didn't really create the internet. He wasn't even a genius. He bought the code from somebody in a whole nother country. He paid somebody to make the programs that he actually get paid for. So it's just like a lot of people think that you got to be smart, but the whole time you just got to know smart people, and you got to have money. For most people, you got the money, you can get some of the smartest people in the world, and that's why I think they're gonna always make sure money a big tool, because they get some of our smartest people. They get our best athletes, they get our best doctors, they get our best movie actors. Anything you think of, they get it with money, because them people feel like they so good they deserve a certain salary, and only them people can pay them that salary. And it's just like, damn, we need y'all over here. If a doctor black and he got somebody to work on this a heart transplant, and somebody in the community need it, he ain't gonna be there doing it. He not gonna be out there helping us. He gonna be wherever they place him at, one of the best hospitals in the world, in the country, and he gonna be working on rich people who got the money to actually pay for these surgeries. So that's why I tell man, we need to really get back doing things for our people. We get the home remedies, natural remedies. They got books out here that teach you how to take care of a cold. If you got a cold right now, you can get home remedies. You can use all type of lime, lemon, honey. It's a lot of things that just come naturally from the earth that we can use, but you pop a Tylenol. Oh, they got Mucinex. Let's get Mucinex. Like, what the hell is this shit? I'm against medicine. I don't take medicine. Even when I had a toothache, I ain't take no pain for it. It hurt it, but I try to get some natural things from Shanetta. Like I told y'all, if y'all don't know Shanetta, reach out to her if y'all do. She got everything that you need. Anything that you need when it comes to a headache, a toothache, a stomach ache, your immune system getting stronger, cold, flu, anything, man. Even the jab. You know, even that people that caught COVID, she has something that can get rid of it. You know, so man, I just want y'all to be sharp, be smart, and I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. Get some good energy before we go.
Man, don't let fear pass through generations. False evidence appearing real is real. It'll cripple you. Like he said, reach out, ask somebody that knows something, that knows somebody. We got Dr. Purpose. Uh, Shout out to his girls. Instead of doing medicine or trying to get caught up in the same thing, um, let's help ourselves. But false evidence appearing real is serious. You know, try to help yourself eliminate that fear. Happy Thursday, guys.
I know it's raining down here. I don't know what it's like over there in the A with you.
It's beautiful. Look at me. I don't got
Yeah.
no sleeves.
Look, she lit. Yeah, I'm over this joint, man. It's raining. Man, it's hitting the windows. It looks like it's slowing down now, but yeah, still have a good Thursday, y'all. I see Louisa say my family get mad at me because I don't take anything if I'm sick. I'd rather allow my body fight it off. Yeah, your body will naturally fight off mostly anything. You know, even
Listen,
your bones heal themselves. You know, you don't take no medicine to make your bones come back together. They just put a cast on, and over time, it come
it's
back.
here. I'm
You know,
telling you,
you get
Mo, you
cut.
know what?
Mhm.
I don't take any medicine at all, but there was a time in my life where you had the cesareans, you have the
Mhm.
babies. At the other babies, they give you the medication. I think it was Vicodin. And so, to make a long story short, I got it filled, and then you get it filled again, and then there was one more time, but after that, you couldn't get it filled no more. But it was after my last filling, I was like, I wanted to be filled again. But it was a part of me who was like, this Sade, you starting to want it. So it is something in the medicine that they give you to yearn for it a little more. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a spirit, I call you spiritual. This is the first time, I don't know why that came to my mind. I'm not as
Mhm.
spiritual and as deep as Mo, but he teaches me a lot. I mean, you got people over here, like, my husband is like, tell him, like, I'm going vegan now. You got a lot of inspiration.
Vegan.
You really do. So I mean, just keep using your channel, your platform. You really deep. You got me wanting to refine my gift and who I am by keep reading and figure it out. But all I'm saying is when something hurts, of course we need a dentist to go get our tooth fixed or something, but try to pray, and when if you gotta do the medicine, do it, get rid of it, don't get addicted to it. Know that you got this. Know that the body reheals itself.
Yeah, I just tell everybody, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. And we just gotta think things differently. You know, it's like if y'all really feel like these people that don't have our best interest, just think of somebody that you know for sure in your real world, like that don't have your best interest. Or just think of somebody if they didn't have your best interest, will you allow them to cook for you? Let's say somebody that you know don't like you and you know they will kill you any chance they had if they can get away with it. Would you allow them to cook for you, grow your food, tell you what water to drink? You know, would you allow them to do half of the things that we allow the government to do for us? So it's like if y'all really feel like the government is against us and they're not doing us our best, just like then why do we trust them with so much? You know, food, drugs, and alcohol. That's the biggest things out here, and that's how they attacking us. We can let go the alcohol, we can let go the drugs, but we can't never let go the food. And we gotta understand is the drugs is in the food. They use alcohol to cook some food. That's what a lot of people don't understand. So it don't matter even if you're not on drugs, they can get you with the food. And you'll be judging other people that, oh, he a drug addict, he this and this. Not the whole time you is too. You can't let go of them ribs and steak. It's something in it that call for you. You know, like when I was gone off pizza when I was young, it don't matter. It was something in it that always I urged for. Like I just needed to have it. Like I craved for it all the time. So it's just like, man, we gotta understand it was the drugs that was in that food. It's no different. You know, when people crave for crack, crave for dope, when you crave for that McDonald's, That Burger King, it's something that you like. Fried these cheesecake. I don't know what it is. It might be a dessert. It's something that you crave for and you gotta have, and you feel like if I don't get this sugar in my system, something will happen. And sugar is the biggest drug there is out. Look, Dr. P say sugar is just as yeah, it is. It's more addictive, you know. That's what
I'm addicted. I'm addicted to sugar. Let me tell you something. I go to Starbucks. When I say 15 pumps, I mean 15 pumps. I'm addicted. I'm like this. I need the sweetest drink you have, extra sweet. So I drink it. My excuse me, keeping some more sugar in here.
Yeah, you got.
He's right. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, sugar bad, man. Increase the risk of a heart attack too. Tooth decay, a lot of these things. Like I thought, you know, me brushing my teeth and doing everything right, but me too much sugar. All them Gatorades and stuff I used to drink a lot playing sports and stuff is sugar. And sugar really destroys the teeth. Most of our teeth flat anyway. We supposed to be eating like gorillas and elephants and things like that, fruit based. We don't supposed to eat nothing like meat because we ain't even got the teeth designed to bite through flesh. That's why lions and apes and stuff, they teeth stuff go sharp and down, you know, because they can actually bite through it, but some of them don't. You know, definitely in the ape family at all, you know, but someone will eat meat and they got the teeth to actually bite through it if they had to. But mostly lions and tigers and all them things that actually hunt and kill, they eat that type of food. God created them in a way that they can actually eat it and digest it and be okay. You know, they got the body acid that can break it all down, but we don't. And we turn around and eat it anyway. We think we supposed to eat like the lion. Like, nah, we supposed to eat like the shit that he just caught. And that's why they say you are what you eat. He only eating plant-based animals. He only eat animals that he know for sure that only eat from the earth. He don't eat another lion. He might kill it. He don't eat a hyena. He might kill it. That's what they gotta understand. They only eating plant-based food too. So they be like, you gotta eat like a lion. Like, okay, but lions eat plant-based food. I'd rather eat like the thing that he ate, you know, other than being a carnivore, man. It's just bad, man. It's like a lion eating another lion when we eat these other things. Yeah, teeth, truth. You right, Ma, that lady said, her video said that we was not supposed to eat meat based off our teeth. Yeah, it's not built to, man. That's why we always in the dentist. But they're not going to tell us that because that's how they make their money. That's how they used to make their money, and their teeth be done. George Washington had no teeth. He was taking it out of the slave's mouth just to eat. Gotta be careful, man. We got out of here, though. Love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Me, Janice, Dr. P, Tom Mo will be on there. I don't know, Sade might pop in as well, but y'all already know we're going to have a great one tomorrow. It's always love when y'all come on here. Big D. Man, I know they was hating on you today, but we'll get you back in the next Thursday, man. Or if you want to come on tomorrow, just let me know. Appreciate it.
Mom.
Hey, what's that?
Every time I talk to you, I get smarter and smarter. Like, it's too much. It's so much knowledge. I learned so much.
I just make you
too
think.
much.
You already
It's too much. I love it.
You already know it. I just make you think. You think you know the slogan today? You think you remember it?
No.
Nah, she don't remember it. She out of there. Y'all already know the slogan, man. Ain't nobody tell you they love you today. Just know that we do. From this time to the next time. Peace. We up out of here. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Here we go again. Come on. I like to send a special dedication out to all my family and friends. Come on, wow. Let's do it again, band and show. I say we all